We're actually seeing OG looks like they're going to be the ones to try to make the first move to a gank. Notel about to hit level 2. He just needs to kill that small creep right there.
See if they can do it. They're in, but the
tag team now.
Catch the two of them. Quaitfer's getting low, and with that tag team, it is enough to get the kill. Now Tiger comes in with the response, rolls in over towards Notel. Seb starts to back off, pops the salve. Already looking for a chance to maybe get back involved in this engagement. So one, and no follow-up catch or kill potential. So just the 1-for-1.
Seb though, now thinks, well, it doesn't quite connect. Neither is the boulder.
They may still get him.
They've got the slow.
Yeah, he gets slowed by the stroke of fate. The Wolves are out. The Wolves, in fact, inside of the cogs. They'll get him. Quite quick there with the...
They both want to probably just duke it out, and that's what I love to see, you know? OG and Liquid, these two teams definitely like to fight a lot. Insania.
He's a little surrounded. He's not got much to save himself here with the tag team. Slowing him down. Insania will fall. This tri-lane of...
He's not going to get the most like farm in the lane, so I think you have to try to just to set up for those constantly as they will. Even though they have a double creep wave, they're looking to get aggressive on Quaitfer.
That's what they can do here. On Quaitfer, a little bit of a rougher target to get, but if you get a sharp block off like that, you'll have no trouble bringing him down. No tail. Excellent placement. Of course, whilst this all went on down bottom, Liquid were also able
to... going to leave him, give Seb all that XP. You see Saksa as well as Notel, just like, see you later, setting up for the runes already.
On bottom lane, Quaitfer obviously deciding he doesn't want to have anything to do with that top lane, moves down bottom, and as soon as he moves down here, he's going to be able to get himself involved in another kill onto MidOne. Boxy and Tiger for some sort of setup, but Tiger is here ready to respond if OG try and make a play between these two heroes. Mickey steps forward, he's able to get the Dragon Tail stun in onto MidOne, and poor old MidOne, as soon as he's back in the game, this is 3 times in a row where Liquid have instantly been able to send him back to base.
And then this move, they're playing versus a Tower Blade. The panel also touched on how defending towers for OG is very difficult. They have to just straight up fight. They can't actually nuke it out. We see they're bringing Seb to try to slow it down as well, but he may have just walked into his death.
He tried to wrap around, but this was a wrap around onto 3 heroes. And Mick
ones can be pretty easy for them with a DK and a Lycan. They can easily set up to split push those, and then they can look to get involved. I already saw them look very early on getting those deep wards in, so they were looking to try to at least watch him.
Seb, this time gets the hook in onto Mickey. Mickey's still got the stick charges, turns with the stun, but the follow-up stun is there from MidOne onto Mickey. The Dream Core though is down onto the 3 of the Mickey, still alive, gets underneath the tower. Notel's trying to finish him off. Notel pulls the stick, he still cannot kill this DK. He's tanking the tower. Notel will fall alongside though. Over 3 of them, everybody dying here on OG.
Did at least get top tower, but you can see Liquid, they're already preparing for the next steps. Tiger's getting deep wards down.
And kill Mickey here. Mickey able to use the Dragon Tail to stop the snowball immediately. Now it does come on after. There's the wraparound there from Quaitfer. He's ready to join this fight. In they go with the orb. Boxy's able to get the 2-man Dream Core. Both of them locked down. Saxa being focused by Quaitfer as he pushes back the Shadow Demon to make sure there's no save. Already one down. Seb tried to jump in over towards Insania. Insania's got the Ink Swirl stun. SUMAIL with the damage from the Metamorphosis though does manage to clean up 2 kills for OG. So OG will be able to find a fight where SUMAIL
up, but do get punished a little bit there.
Seb.
Now there's going to be no meta for 100 seconds or so, so I imagine Liquid is going to keep trying to set that pace.
Seb, it was trying to poke around for a little bit more. He does have the back of a MidOne, but Tiger's quick with the juke, dodges the stun. And of course the follow-up nuke.
Boxy is going to be going back for the blink, but they should have good ways to slow down SUMAIL in the fight since he won't have BKB for a long time.
He's really trying to force it here, roll right up towards the outpost.
Very far forward.
TP's come in and Saxa, he realizes this is not a place to fight. He's already backing out of hit. Let's see if they can get away with this time as Saxa. Trying for some sort of a setup, but Mickey's going to be quick with the response. Just pops his ult, turns, and Saxa's sort of taking a page out of Notel's and Seb's, but says I can do it too. Running what their next objective wants to be. Mickey still with a bit of time left on the Dragon form. Quick for hanging out the pit, but the OG's going to be aware of this, and Seb does have hook shots, so a little hard for Liquid necessarily to go for that objective whilst OG have their eyes. Tiger's rolling him deep. Yeah, Quaitfer's going to pop the ult. They're ready to try and fight here behind and close to this tier 2. Jump in with a blink dagger. They'll get on top of Notel. The rest of OG staying safe behind the tier 2 tower, but with that quick move, Liquid will be able to pressure onto the 3rd tier 1 tower. And obviously no chance of OG being able to defend these tier 1s. This one will go down as well. 15 minutes in.
They might keep going. Let's see what they consider doing. They're actually going to get the coil in the back.
I mean, the way that Liquid want to play, it doesn't matter what sort of kill, any sort of kill like that. OG, if their numbers are down, they cannot defend, right? You take away a support and suddenly the map is free for you to push in and just continue to play at this pace. Back in the river, Seb, he's found Insania, and Insania will go down. He does manage to get the soul bind off, but there's no follow-up. Koifa able to kill off No-Tail yet again with Tiger and Mikkei's help.
They forced the glyph on the tower.
Thing from the map that he'd hoped for. The question is this hero enough to sit there on the high ground of OG and push back any attempts from Liquid to pushing? Because they are able to stop a few pushes, this TB is going to get to the point later on in the game where Liquid's heroes aren't going to really be able to deal with him that well.
Seb top.
Damage to be buffed up by. And it is going to need to be, if it's going to give OG a fighting chance. Sitting on the shoulders of this TB already around the pit. Liquid able to come out and take a fight. The Saxa and No-Tail getting a little too close. Some ball-on-ball action here as Tiger follows the snowball with his own boulder. They'll get the 2 kills, and this Roche should be theirs unless Seb can make some sort of miraculous play with the hook shot. But Mikkei, he's already making sure that's not going to happen. Playing around with the clockwork. Insania, Boxy, they'll join the forces to kill off Seb and make sure that he has no chance of succeeding in his dream to interrupt this Roche as Koifa finishes it off. Twos now, Mikkei starting to bring in the push down bottom. I mean, as strong as they are, they can even push into multiple lanes right now. Koifa's able to pressure towers.
Oh, Saxa, he gets spotted. Towers.
And here, sort of, the feed train continues for everyone on OG apart from SUMAIL.
We're gonna know this is gonna be a Terrorblade who is now just completed the butterfly. I don't know if the Wolf saw it on time, but they can assume no buyback, no gold for BKB. You can really focus fire SUMAIL pretty hard. Let's see what they do.
Boxy's gonna find a commitment straight away in onto MidOne. They jump in onto the Lesh. Lesh is able to pop the Yules, the stun out onto the 2 of them. No-Tail into the snowball. Silence onto SUMAIL, but SUMAIL already with the meta. He's hitting hard. He's able to take down the Lycan once. The Aegis pop. Can they do it a second time? SUMAIL falling low. He's ready to take the HP of Koifa, get back up to full. The shards won't catch Koifa, so Koifa's able to get out now. Liquid, they can collapse in onto the heroes of OG. They're in on top of SUMAIL, and he may have taken the Aegis away from the Lycan, but Liquid, they hit back hard. They take him out, and the rest of OG, it's a team wipe.
TB versus Lycan though, so.
I guess, top lane. Boxy. He's ready to bully MidOne that little bit more. Jumps in with the silence. The Wolf is chasing him. As poor old MidOne. Also, of course, just playing the same strat that Seb, Saxa, and No-Tail are this game. And, you know, there's some sort of logic to it, right? You know, that's the ult Koifa used outside of the base. Nowhere near a push, nowhere.
Uh-oh.
Oh, SUMAIL, though. Oh, no, SUMAIL's taking a page out of their book, too. They can't let SUMAIL die. He's able to get the silence off, but Mikkei's on top of them, moving in with the BKB. Seb hook shots onto the backlines. Will be able to cog in both Tiger and Insania. Tiger is out. Soulbind there connected the 2. The 2 double stun there from Mikkei's Dragon Tail. SUMAIL in trouble. He's silenced. He tries to turn. Another silence stopping him from being able to sunder. He is dead and gone. Liquid just move in, slaughtering OG. Only Seb to survive, and maybe even not as Boxy. He's chasing him into the base. He is too tanky to finish off, so Boxy will let Seb live.
A bit here. He can't hold his ground and attack people anyway because of all the disables, but...
No. And he can... I mean, the Manta is the one thing, you know, he can dispel those 2 debuffs, but, you know, there's...
Focus down anymore on the side of OG.
We have Koifa. He's found himself a nice little treat down bottom. No-Tail's out. No-Tail trying with the Dukes, but there's only so many Dukes a man can offer. It's Koifa quickly.
Like the way that he's made the lane swap and collapse, because I'm assuming he's the one that's calling it, has just been spot on. And his wards too, always watching the movements.
No, MidOne. He's struggling. He's struggling. It's a tough game.
Tough game.
Mid lane.
Mikkei though.
He's bringing down Mikkei. Mikkei's getting low. Mikkei will fall. SUMAIL is able to find a core of Liquid ready to win this game, SUMAIL. To the pit they go. Liquid are going to try and contest it. They are without the Dragon Knight though for 40 seconds, so there's no buyback. OG, they've been a little careful. With the Inkswell setup, that's going to catch 3 of them with that stun. Roll forward from Tiger. He's in on top of SUMAIL. SUMAIL, he'll turn. He's still got timing left on the meta. He's looking towards Tiger. The damage is being done there. Bringing that touchdown.
SUMAIL, the sunder.
He sundered himself lower. That wasn't a sunder, that was a blunder. But it doesn't matter. He's got the Satanic done, the lifesteal. It heals him back up to full nonetheless. They'll move in with the core though, SUMAIL. Has he got any more defensive measures to use with no Manta, no Satanic, but maybe the passive lifesteal's enough as long as he can keep hitting the targets. Turns over towards Tiger. He's getting low, finally gets finished off. He'll buy back. He wants to come back to this fight and join the rest of his team. Koifa's already been able to pick up a triple kill.
now have their fighting force. DK has respawned. Mickey has Dragon Form in 20 seconds.
Well,
they keep sending the wolves in, and they get these invis stuns.
SUMAIL, he's still full HP though. MidOne not quite the same to be said for him. He's low. Boxy tries to change into the high ground, but No-Tail's there waiting. Turns with a punch up. Boxy, he's committed deep for this. SUMAIL steps across. They take down Boxy. It's a dieback on the puck. Boxy gone for 90 seconds. A huge opening for OG to step back into the Roche pit and finish this Roshan off. Liquid, are they going to be able to intervene? Seb laying down cogs, trying to block off ports of entry. As Mickey commits with a BKB, the big old dragon ready to start fighting here with the Elder Dragon form back up. This fight's been on so long. He looks over towards SUMAIL. SUMAIL, he needs help. Is he going to get it? Manta's already been used. He cannot get anything off. That's a dieback from SUMAIL. They turn over towards Seb. Seb falls also. As OG, they put everything into that fight, but at the end of the day, it did not matter. Liquid able to still come in, clean up Mickey with the Dragon Form. He's going to run straight down mid. There's 3 dead on OG, none of them with buybacks available. Only MidOne and No-Tail left to hold, and there's not much of a hold that these two can offer. They have all the space in the world to run down mid, take this tier 3, take the racks, and almost certainly more.
And you saw the strength of Mickey really as he's just jumping forward here with the Inkswell again. He should be able to just get MidOne quite easy. He just jumps in everybody because he knows he's a DK. He has BKB. He just stands his ground there.
Really barrel down.
They're trying to get Insania the Ags. Like they've been giving him all the farm. He's very close to it.
Oh, Soulbind's down. On to both Seb and MidOne rolling from Tiger. These two of OG will not be getting home safely. As MidOne's out. Seb will shortly follow.
And that's Insania's Ags now finished. But this one, I mean, now you're going to have a dark portrait of that TB who's already being kind of a beast, hitting back at his team. Oof.
Just cleaning up kills out.
There's just so much. I mean, he still has a ways for it. He at least has a BKB to play around some of the disables now, but here we go.
Oh no, this ain't the plan for SUMAIL. He's been caught out. The snowball buys him some time. They turn over towards Mickey. The double dagon bringing SUMAIL low. SUMAIL pots the BKB and the Metamorphosis. He wants to commit for this fight. They've already lost their Shadow Demon and MidOne's Lash. Quaifa tries to take a bit of a poke onto No-Tail, but he is scared of the TB. Quaifa keeping his distance. They turn back in. Mickey committing, finding the stun. SUMAIL in trouble. SUMAIL will fall. He's dead without buyback. Triple kill for Quaifa. Boxy finishing the game there almost certainly with that Dagon Blast to the face of MidOne. GG is called and the 0% is confirmed. 54-12, 33k lead to Liquid. It's another great win from them.